so like a bit more engaged in the Ashe, but you have so many auto attackers to sync with that Braum as well.
Yeah, definitely feels like a very good answer for the side of Nongshim. They've definitely rounded out their composition at this point as the set is going to be locked in for game number 1.
And still, we don't know.
I think it's going mid.
Yeah, I think it probably is mid.
Yeah, keep in mind that Nongshim banned out 2 top laners, essentially. And they could have been flexed too, but like...
Yeah, there's two sides to it, because it's like, does them banning out those top laners make Gen G put Galio top lane, or were they already going to put Galio top lane? That's always the question you're wondering. Either way, looks like it is going to be Chovy playing the set mid lane. Obviously, Chovy, a player who is very comfortable playing.
Yeah, they've got a lot of other options and a decent amount of poke as well. This looks like we are just about ready to hop onto the rift here for game number 1. Let's do it.
Just to switch it up now. You see the Gideon going for a little bit invade on the top side as he knows his bot side jungle is being threatened.
I mean, Galio's pretty good at taking down the little chickens, right? Looking for a bunch of them. He's going to deny a lot of XP. He will have to probably flash here as he's just waiting until the very last moment to do so. Just
I think nice for Gen G, given that they really want to snowball this game. Getting those grubs early can be pretty advantageous. But they did get nerfed current Patreon, which is 15.3.
The grubs. As Jody's got an angle here, just kind of sets it up. Seemed very obvious. They block the ult. Fisher does flash away, and the flash forward!
Yeah, the partner's either... Oh, they are looking for Duro.
Yeah, Duro, he's very tanky on the Leona, but against all of that pressure, they did use their Ashe Arrow, so Gen G take the opportunity to just take a grub down. It's now Duro in the front line. They do have a lot of peel, but Canyon getting dove right now by Gideon, who's going all in, has to flash the Solar Flare, though, and cannot end Canyon's life here on the Nidalee. The spears are also flying, as Chovy remaining here as a stalwart tank in the front, gonna pull in the Yone and pull him even deeper into the team. Trying to burst down the Yone. They do get the kill. That's first blood. And Duro tanks up the damage. Will live. King in the front line, but doesn't have any support from his team as Ruler. He's on the chase. The flash forward. This one is a good one on the Ezreal, as he does try to chase them down, looking for 7 seconds on his ult. The block of the Q is huge for Lahens.
His ult's gonna
1
be up
second.
now.
There it is. But they spot it, and they see it coming. Too obvious. He definitely will, as Duro in a bit of trouble, but a nice Solar Flare might be able to just kite it out a bit. Ruler also going to block that Q, so he does get out alive.
State of the game for the composition right now.
Now he got a little setup here, actually, as Duro once again being bullied. He does not have flash. Might just be a free kill here, as, you know, when you're playing Leona.
Move in return. Kingan's TP just came up now.
Yeah.
And Fisher's on the flank.
I mean, TP's coming in, but it's in the mid lane. The Rift Herald's already down, pretty much. So one eye hit, one smite away. That's going to do it. The engage comes in from Duro, but not a big follow-up from Gen G. They got to worry about the combo. Able to get away from the arrow, but Fisher here on the flank is always threatening. They've got that buy as well, and look at that. Keen is going to be burnt down, and here's the follow-up. He lines up 2. Fisher able to get on top of the set. Chovy nowhere for him to go, and Ruler and Canyon are just left to run away.
Yes, line as well. So definitely an advantage for Nongshim. We'll see how it pans after that. Jiwoo in trouble.
Yeah, this is pretty rough. He's already getting punished here by Ruler. They're both super low. Lahens has to come back just to save him. Huge amount of values with the Unbreakable as Kingan. He's just kind of dead. Let's see if Nongshim can come over here. Just pulled away from the equalizer. Nongshim desperately trying to come up. Here's the TP. Kingan trying to turn this one around, but he's already dead. And the TP has been used. And now it's Fisher who is behind enemy lines, trying to ult away. It just gets blocked by a tank. Galio?
He's away though.
He is fine. Just playing frontline and allowing Ruler and Canyon to just poke him down. I mean, look at Jiwoo. The arrow's going to hit, but yeah, you get his cleanse. Follow up here from the side of Gen G, thinking about a fight. Duro going in. The follow-up is very slow. The True Shot Barrage is huge damage, but Duro should be traded back. No, the heal comes through, and he will survive for a little bit longer. As TP's now being called in from both sides. Jiwoo just too low to really do anything, though. Has to back away, has no mana. Yeah, he's going to see it. Maybe you can chain something here onto Keen, but Keen's going in, actually, trying to keep him in the Otacon circle. That's not going to work. They get a kill onto him.
Guys, you can't do this. It does so much damage. This is so risky. Just back up, back up, back up.
Yeah, now that they're coming up, you got to back off of this.
You got to back away. Jiwoo's in such trouble here.
Yeah, he does have his flash. Might have to burn it, but Genji not fully committing to the fight themselves as well, so.
Yeah, I think them being down a member, even with King and Fisher, this game's been a lot closer than we anticipated. Oh, TP's coming in.
Yeah, we're maybe going for a fight, but Kingen and the rest of Nongshim are like, okay, bring it. You want to fight? Let's go. As Keen, once again, not really able to do much. Chovy is already low. Toby's going in as Keen is going out, but will return with the Galio. Oh, knocks up 2, and now Ruler's got an angle here on a Jiwoo, and that is a big deal. Jiwoo's going to go down already as Ruler is unchained. He's able to do anything he wants. And meanwhile, we got this fight in the top side, though. Fisher able to light it up the huge Yone, but it doesn't matter. Start this one up. Gideon around.
Yeah, no. I mean, they're taking so much damage. Do not get hit by... Okay. yeah.
Just walk in a straight line behind it.
That's enough. That spear alone is enough to kind of ward you away. I think the sad thing about this passage of play is that I genuinely think Nongshim would have won that fight.
They're trying to just take it down. Nongshim are not calling the bluff just yet. The arrow hits the Leona, as in goes the stealer. There it is, Gideon, the perfect timing. And Genji just hand over the buff to the side of Nongshim. Genji trying to get a bit more, but already one withdrawal as well. Mid turret anyway.
Oh, I love this setup though. Nongshim kind of threatening this pincer. Oh, going in.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get a taunt on a Gideon, but you've already overextended into the pit. The rest of Genji not looking to follow up on this one as Keen is very low. It gets stolen down by Canyon. And now we got Chaos here in the pit. Fisher not in a great spot. He's being focused down, and so is Jiwoo. They do get the 1 kill, but now Ruler being bullied by the Rumble. Kingen going in and will take out Ruler. And now it's thinking about taking this fight against Canyon and Jovi, but I don't know about this one, as maybe has overextended. Big shield though, and he is tankier than you'd imagine, but not enough. Yeah, he's got a license. He's one of the guys that does, as now an engage here on a Gideon. He's just gonna flash away from that one. Jiwoo, meanwhile, not scared to run up to 5 of them, as Equalizer comes down onto a couple of very tanky members, but Jovi not as tanky. Bit of damage does go back. That will push Nongshim away from this one. So again,
being
pretty much
threatened.
He doesn't have flash, so he's just gonna get bullied here by a lot of members. Eats a giant spear to the face, just no vision on the right side. Jiwoo just dies for free, and now Lehens might have to pay the price as well. He goes in, tries to save his younger brother. He will be taken down. And we got Baron in 20 seconds to a loss, and they're setting up a nice gank rush here. I say nice, maybe the opposite of nice here, as Lehens is going to get locked down and might just die here for their sins as the follow-up comes in, and Nongshim are just kind of falling apart as the engage goes in. Fisher finally shows up, and Jiwoo is alive, but it is a 5v3 as they're just able to peel here for Fisher and take him down. So 3
escape from, and now Genji looking to end the game.
I mean, they still have Baron for a minute 30. So 2 members down here on the side of Nongshim. You don't really have any defense at all.
The walk up, and with the Bloodthirster from Ruler with the Mountain Shield, tanking a tower a little bit to get some damage down.
Ruler just gets to do whatever he wants. He's got an engage support, and he's got a healing support. Enchanter from the jungle, and they've got a massive front line now. I mean, so much engage as well, and nobody is dying here. I say that immediately Duro dies. They do have to follow up here on the engage, finally, from the side of Ruler, as Jiwoo kind of left in no man's land. He does have the Zonyas, so he'll survive for a bit longer. Ruler getting a bit low, but not quite low enough. Maybe just enough to get her hopes up, but not able to finish off Jiwoo. The turret should go down as Toby's got a haymaker, will stay alive as the Braum falls, the Ashe falls, and the Rumble falls, and so will the Nexus. Genji picks them apart. It looked like this all LCK Cup though, where they're like at one point doing really well, at a couple of other points a little bit messy. I think that Nongshim did show their stuff, and I'm hoping that they can show a bit more in some of the future games to make this an interesting series. So far though, a very dominant end to game number 1 goes to Genji. You see that the gold graph just falls off a cliff.
It's looking like an okay early TFT comp. Camille left open. Something we've seen picked a lot into the Ambessa. I will say Ambessa Sejuani, pretty painful combo, but I feel like, look, the Mel and the Sejuani is fine, but I think Genji got what they wanted. Wow.
Oh boy.
That's being prepared.
Playing both sides. You never know. You can always take off the jacket. Might have to here in this one as we are getting ready for game number 2. Really enjoyed, especially the MF, I think is the most obvious one. Especially with just the way the draft went and the bans and stuff. But Nongshim could still win this game. You know, anything is possible. I say that, and well,
oh my God, he's winning so far.
He is, yes. Unfortunately. And now, just gonna engage here on a Duro. Still gets hooked, and Duro, last second, is gonna flash, but that leaves him open for a first blood, given over to Jiwoo. Not feeling too good about that one. Level 6 is Keen, and Jiwoo's a level 5 MF with no flash, no mana, and he does have a barrier.
Why?
He uses it, and then dies anyway.
It's like he's more broken.
Yeah, but they're both just kind of, okay, Ruler going to be slowed down here, just tries to walk out of it.
Doesn't it cleanse at a situation like that? Oh,
Little Root comes
damage.
in here, Jovi. Gen.G are down almost 2,000 gold here, but they're still going to fight big time over these grubs. And they get the first one. They don't want to give a second one over to Gideon, but now an angle here as they go to that back line. They engage onto Fisher there, but they do just flash away as the bullet time is decent, but not enough damage to take out Keen just yet. They finally take him down, and down will go the Sejuani as well, but Fisher full health, Jiwoo full health, and they're on the chase now. The Q gonna bounce as well, and finally a hook will land here from Lahens. A couple of kills lined up from the side of Nongshim and Ruler.
Oh, man.
It's gonna land, and it keeps him nearby for the Ambessa. Ruler is just so dead. Doesn't even bother to use his flash.
I take back everything I said. Everything I said about Lahen's Dredge Lights, that one was sick. He's redeemed himself. Now Keen's in trouble.
Yeah, he has to flash. And now we got a fight in the top lane as well. Duro just forced to ult.
Okay.
And this is why there weren't that many 3-0s for Gen.G over Nongshim. Even though name value, you know. As Gideon's gonna get away. Fisher looking for the kill here. Looking for that R button. There it is, but not quite enough. Maybe even the Aurora, although that's more of a burst champion than anything else.
I think it's one of those things where, like,
not again, Jiwoo. At least he has his flash this time. Does he get away is the question, as there comes the bullet time, but it's just desperation.
he's back up, step up in. Oh no, not again.
Yeah, well, this is a level 12 Ambessa trying to go 1v2. Not quite as strong this time around. Canyon, the massive dash on in, and will continue the fight. Gets the knock up. There's the Q from Kane, and that's a kill. They take down and get a big shutdown, but meanwhile, we got Nongshim with a big push in mid. They're going to take down an inner.
Well, bring his teammates. And here, Kingen just overstepping. That ward on the Arakan, I think may have spotted where he was recalling. But just two back-to-back mistakes. Just as we're saying nice things about Nongshim. Just as we're saying, hey, experiment with things.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And he went Aftershock this time as well, as now Kingen not going to be able to get away from this one. Tries to turn it around, but I think against the two of them, you're going to struggle. He is buying a lot of time, though, as in comes the bullet time. But that is a Xin Zhao. It only hits the Xin Zhao ultimate. And now your teammates are getting baited in. Lahen's going to go down. And now a chance for Gen.G to just take Otacon down. Bait more than anything else. Very deep TP comes in as Canyon is just going to be popped like a balloon. Down it goes, and now the turn comes in, but maybe it's a little bit too late. The double kill from the Mel. And we see the power of the new champion, but still, it's another one that goes the way of Gen.G. Jovi able to pick that up and get a big shutdown himself. As here's Gideon, very tanky, and he gets fight. He has Smite, and Gen.G do not. And that is just a free Otacon to the side of Nongshim. You know, free 200 gold over to the Gen.G members, but man, he just gave a big buff over to Nongshim.
Second game in a row that he's clutched with the smites. He might be in trouble.
Yeah, you can't hookshot away from that, but you can buffer it. There's no tower here. Chovy coming on over. He says, all right, see you later, buddy. And eventually, Keen, will he go down here? Yes, he will.
And like he was not going to hit anyone.
Well, if you hit someone, could have been nice, but, and ults, that's Gideon. He's down, and now you got to fight before Kingen is late to the party. Jiwoo going to go pretty low, finally taken down, and that is a bunch of extra gold just given over to the side of Gen.G. And yes, it's just withdrawals, but...
Be there.
Same, you know, go for Xin Zhao. Play, you know, fight as you back away. I'm gonna leave. Saying we have vision. I'm gonna go for it. Got it. Nice. I'm gonna try to get out, but yeah. And we got more fighting. Duro's dead. Keen, hook shot down. No flash. He's dead.
Man!
That is a very nice hook. Okay.
I told you he was locked in. He was calibrated. And Ambessa. Let's see how this happened. He didn't even W, so not ideal.
What were they even doing there?
Yeah. Guys, Adakan doesn't respawn. I just want to make it clear.
Yeah.
You can only kill it once.
But this is why, like, Gen G, they're just spreading for some reason. We got a deep TP coming in here right now from Keen. That's the ult drop. They want to try to get Fisher. There's the flash.
Oh, man.
And the knock out of the wall. Fisher, he's just a fish out of water. Down he goes, and now Keen in the back line. He's alone. He's trying to delay for the rest of the team to come over, but Canyon's like, no, I'm not going in there. They don't have Ruler. As when will he pull the trigger? There he goes. They find the backline. They find Jiwoo. And Gen G turn the fight around. As King and Gideon, yes, they're strong, but maybe not good enough to go up against 4 members of Gen G. Is now King and gonna get hook shot. There's the stun with the steadfast presence. Duro, he was also calibrating.
Now Gen G gonna chain on a Baron. Gideon has Spike, but against 4? I don't think he's there in time.
No. Okay, they're even gonna, they're gonna play it even safer. Just
TP's coming in. Fisher actually has ult as well.
Just recall, you gotta get out of there. Fisher might be able to take down Chovy and Keen here. Keen is dead.
He's already gone.
But Chovy is on Fisher. He's even gonna flash
here.
The rebound. The rebound. Get rebutted. And down he goes.
Yeah, it's not that long of a cooldown though.
This time Duro soaking up a lot of pressure, but might be soaking up a death as well.
They're doing the Ambassador ult. Those are pretty big cooldowns, but they have time. Oh, now Keen's
all right. I mean, they saw him in mid. He had no idea that he was spotted on this big flank that he was going for, but that should just be a death on the Camille as well. As this is one of the messier games we've had.
I think just go for the Dragon.
Instead, opening up an angle here for Ruler to try to go 1v5. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Not with King in his face, but he's being kited out. That gigantic W just going to one-shot him, but there's the hook coming in. But it's just the front line for Ruler, but it's just not enough of a front line. Maybe another W going to land here on a Jiwoo, but the Ruler magic will be extinguished. As real, right?
Oh, we've seen this before.
This is a massive dive, and it's 2 teleports coming in. They spot it, though.
Fisher does have Zhonya's this time.
Yeah, Fisher's got it. Jiwoo's got it as well. Duro's just dead. And now the TP's going to come in, and Gen G say, you know what? We're really comfortable with 4v5s. Ruler just going to avoid the damage. In goes Canyon and Chovy in that backline. Fisher goes down, but Canyon is traded. The 80 carry battle. Ruler versus Jiwoo. He's got Keen in the front line as well, but now Ruler's isolated on the backside, and he will be taken down. And there's nowhere for Keen to go. Not with Lahans respawning and coming on over. And just, well, I say that. He is actually going to get away. So big hook shot over the wall. He gets away for now. Kingen still on the chase here. They desperately want to take him down, but it's not going to happen.
Oh, we don't get more.
What is happening in this game, man? He's going to go and Biz. He's going the opposite way. He lives. He flashes. He's out. And now maybe Duro and his buddy Keen here will have to pay the price. They say he's out. Bit of damage coming out from Fisher, who's trying to get away from Canyon. Canyon flashing in. Looking for the kill. And down will go Keen. Canyon able to trade one back, but you'd imagine that eventually he goes down as well. As W's coming in, and he goes into his GA, and Canyon eventually dies right before the Baron spawn.
I'm going to be honest, we've seen consecutively on screen probably a good 40 seconds of Gideon and Kingen fighting.
I mean, they don't have Smite.
No, they don't.
But what if they knocked away Gideon? Unfortunately, there's vision. We're just going to go for the full item this time. Yeah, there you go. Ambessa ult into the Nautilus, but there is a massive knockback from Duro. They're all trying to get away, and you're not getting away from Mel. Doesn't matter the distance.
Guys,
hit on a Duro. Look at his health.
That was a zoning grudge line.
Yeah.
Remember, he's calibrated.
Zoning Sejuani ult as well. And Duro zoning, trying to engage here on a
Look at his health!
His health, it's falling a little bit. I saw it go down.
Okay, now it's going down.
Oh, okay. Keen with the kill. And doesn't quite matter because Duro going to get smoked out of the sky by the Mel. They got to get some health here and try to go for some kind of desperate engage. They're still going up against Elder Dragon for a minute plus as they go to the back line looking for Fisher, but he's going to live for so long. As Ruler not finding the angle just yet, as he is fighting against 2 tanks. And now, though, Canyon and Chovy able to get Fisher. There's not a lot of damage left here for Gnome. Can they end the game is the question. It's absolutely no. As Gideon, very tanky.
Have no damage.
And he doesn't do any damage. So now Nongshim, everybody dies with their Elder Buff. They're not going to have Elder Buff anymore. And the game is reset a little bit. You know,
you need vision.
That's the Sejuani gone. Sejuani just out. And that's why the Poppy priority should be through the roof. And it was for Gen G. It moved, and there it is. Guess what?
Oh my god.
We're back. Holy crap.
You know, it's so rare that you see this be a thing, but I really love this change that they add the Nexus Tower respawn, because otherwise, open Nexus just feels like a death sentence.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, there's absolutely a chance now for Gen G to take this game as Duro, he's in a rough spot, he doesn't have flash, and they're just gonna leave him as he gets caught out yet again. And now they just don't have Poppy. So the second I sing the praises of, hey, Duro's back, he's playing well.
Okay.
He gets out of position.
Elders in 48.
There's one ward in mid, but they didn't spot the mid and jungle duo. And now, oh, just gonna miss the hook on a King.
It's too late in the game to be calibrating now ahead.
In goes King though, he's like, bring it, man. I want to go for the fight as the Sejuani gets knocked in the air and doesn't go anywhere. Ju lives, but Sejuani falls, and Ju gets popped like a balloon. Gen G, they're actually doing it. It's a free ace for them, and they look to push mid and potentially end this game.
And the game's just over like that. Nongshim try to look for a pick. They don't set up vision. They don't defend the flanks. They get collapsed on Canyon once the Elder. I don't think you need it, buddy, but he'll take it regardless.
Well, they don't need him for the push, so you might as well.
And Gen G, despite everything, managing to push this to a 2-0. Heartbreaker for Nongshim, but Gen G clutched it in the end.
They made so many mistakes in this game, but you know what? They clutched it. So they made it hard for themselves. They're able to fight back, and Nongshim aren't able to shut the door in their face. Gen G.
나 가는 중. 나 그냥 바로 직진 할 거야.
야, 노틸 그래 빠졌어. 야, 이거 멜 관련해. 나 멜 볼게.
오케이.
아이고.
너 혼자 가. 나 혼자. 일단 세준 날려.
나 이거 가야 돼.
해볼게. 야, 세주.
나 가야 돼.
야, 이게 되겠다. 오케이. 야, 나 멜 끊을게. 잡아.
야, 미드 와.
야, 이게 이기네. 아, 미안해요. 아, 이거 너 먹어.
It's
the dagger of shame there at the very end.
it's painful. It's really painful. And I think there was some clutch. I think Keen really stood out to me on Gen G as someone who kept finding those flank angles, those engages, really well played. LA Champions is massive. Top lane, you know, you could play something more defensive. I actually think this kind of feels like maybe where Kingen would go GP. It gives you a squishy comp, a lot of carries, but a lot of threats they have to deal with. Alternatively, you could just go something like a Nob. Actually go the Anivia.
Okay. I mean, he's played it before.
He's playing in a 4 melee champion so far.
Yeah.
And looking at the Ziggs for Ruler.
All right. Locked in. This is a guy that does not play.
They definitely have a lot of tools that can shut down this short-range dive comp.
They absolutely do. Well, guys, we are ready. Let's hop into the rift for Game 3.
Anivia actually one of these unique picks that's just like rarely actually suited to swaps.
Well, it got pulled a little bit.
Yeah, a bit of minion blocking, and it does actually mean the wave should be pushing faster into Kingen.
He was really insane. We do have a lot of damage coming in here on a Keen, but with Counter-Strike, at least he's able to kite out a little bit. But now Chompers are down. Keen in a little bit of a wonky spot here.
Yeah, have to be really careful. As well,
there you go.
You know,
Keen?
he might be in trouble.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he got into this position, but I think he might have to flash here. Although, he's pretty fast.
A lot of confidence to hold it. Yeah. Walk into the river. That being said, Fisher will, and that's enough.
Yeah, and so will Kingen.
Ruler? The wall! You actually interrupt. You're not selling me on this.
It's just, it really feels like it needs selling because there's really nothing. Otherwise, have just opened up about 1,000 gold to lead. A bit less, I suppose.
Flash.
Flash comes out to go through a Renata.
Something to note, Chovy has TP, Kingen doesn't. So this could be a 5v4. Kingen needs to keep him in vision.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a fight coming through. That's the Renata Glass Skull. Tons of value there. But Keen's on the flank here. Gideon gonna get stunned down, and now the Ziggs ult over the top, but trading it back. Oh, we have the revive there going the way, and the sleep comes through as well. And now we got an excited Jinx. A massive team fight here for the side of Nongshim. As Canyon trying to get out of this one, but Lance keeps him in vision. And I think eventually he will be going down as a kill, perhaps? Ooh, a little dodge, but it still goes to Gideon. Not enough time.
Against Anivia, who's like multiple ways to stop you.
Yeah.
That being said.
Yeah, Kane's in a lot of trouble here. He's just going to flash to get out of that trouble. Now TP's coming in. Kane doesn't have his TP. So he's out of this one. He has to stay, actually, but he's pretty low. Chovy going kind of 1v3. Nongshim not committing.
Play.
Chovy? Well, he's going to bait out a lot, and the Rocket Belt's here as well, but can they capitalize is really the question. Thinking about a sleep, but he's wide awake, poking a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like, they have to commit.
Yeah, I mean, the ruler poke will have some value, but you're absolutely right that it's like, they are playing a dive-focused composition, and they are looking for it right now.
Yeah. No Renata ults. There's the dodge on the handshake. Very nice. The exhaust comes in, not doing a whole lot of damage. Just Chovy. Lahens gets away, and now the Valkyrie over the top, and here's Lily Gideon going for the sleep, and Chovy's just dead, and Ruler, the fish out of water, he's like, wait, I guess I'll satchel out of here. At least he does that, but I don't think he's getting out of the fight at all. It's 2 kills over to Nongshim. And Jiwoo, he wants more. Oh, the dodge on the zap is big.
Did he skill up his Celestial opposition as that happened?
Live, Anivia King in here in a bit of trouble, but Canyon actually in more, as once again, they're going way too deep for this, and that will be punished immediately. Oh, all right, engage Renata, comes in. There's a satchel. So when you engage Renata, you have to ult in the right direction.
Did kind of just... But you... Why does it look like there's a laser pointer on the screen?
It's just there on the right.
Where's it going?
Somebody's actually trolling us. It's on all monitors, though.
There's no Yumi in this game to chase after it.
I don't know. It's just kind of hanging out there with us. It's a Firefly.
It'll be even funny if it's only on all monitors and it's not on the broadcast.
Safe for now. Fisher, not very safe. And Flash even connected... or committed to, rather, to make sure. But Fisher just Valkyries away. You got Rakan following this one up as well. And finally, they take him out. That's a lot of gold. Big shutdown.
I mean, it's weird, but it's a lot committed to make that happen. 2 flashes, a lot of... Oh.
How about an Anivia? I don't know if they kill him.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
Well, they stun the ult down. Chovy is tanking up quite a lot, but he gets walled in and just commits to it.
Guys, I don't think you kill the egg in time.
Okay, they're going to kill the egg, but they're all dying instead. Mikhail's. And now maybe Duro just dies here to Gideon, who is very fast. Even a TP away. And yeah, Duro can't get away. So they got a couple of kills.
They have to burn so much. When they're behind, they have to burn so much to kill him. I say this.
Well, maybe in this position they can kill him. They're going to get his flash.
But they have to burn so much to kill him, and then there's like 3 other carries on the team. Surefire Nongshim win I've seen since last game.
Yeah. All right, are we just diving Anivia? She doesn't have her ult, or egg rather, anymore. No ult on the ground until just now, and this time, okay.
Yeah.
You did it.
The passive makes a big difference. It would be really unfortunate if there was some neutral objective that spawned in the top side, right?
Well, Fisher's...
What? I mean,
he's just hanging out.
He's just... I mean,
he's like, hey, what's up, guys?
He can defend this tower.
Yeah, I mean...
Can he?
Yeah, he
can. Yes, just the wood hop too.
Is he okay? He's going to get tamed on. Chovy, exhaust, Renata ults. In comes Keen. It's not clean, but maybe it works. The bailout comes out, and Jiwoo is just going to get taken down. 200 gold into the pockets of Genji. Like Nongshim is. Perhaps you just wait for Baron to be up. As I say that, Chovy, he's got Renata Glass ult. He's going to use it as Fisher starts hitting his own minions. Here's Keen now to try to finish the job, and the Counter-Strike is dodged. Down goes the turret, and down will go 200 gold over to Keen.
They actually Chovy TP'd as well. I was going to say Flash to stop Baron is fine, but the Chovy TP as well hits.
They're going pretty deep for this one. The sleep is only onto the Ziggs, but it might be worth it. Ruler does get out, though, and Gideon, the timing on the stage is very nice. Nearly punished, but is able to survive.
Genji, so they definitely want to bait here.
Yeah. not going to go for it. You got a handshake on one side. You got Keen a bit low on the other. They're going to get another flash.
He's TPing in.
Yeah, he's coming on in. Ruler just going to stop that ult, and now Kingen might go down to an A. Canyon, but there's the flank coming in from Keen, and that's really the key. But the exhaust comes in, and the damage is insane. And Gyu stays alive until Chovy does get in there and take him out. But look at this fight. Ruler not able to do anything except fight up against a bird. We're fighting again. And this is against the Ziggs. Ruler, though, he's just going to get blast coned away. Could drop an ult, but there it is. I thought maybe he wouldn't even bother, but...
Because Gen G, they have the Ziggs wave clear, but Ziggs struggles to wave clear against a Baron of minions.
I agree. I do agree.
Now you're in for it too.
Yeah, I kind of have to. Fisher, bit of trouble. They've been doing this all game, just trying to shut down the Corki and trying to find the angles. They get the flash out of him, but...
I really want to see them do a bit more with this.
Wait, they're going back?
Does he sleep?
Chovy's very good at baiting Renata glass golds.
Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, last wave coming in. Should be able to do a bit of damage to this one. Ult on top of Keen. And yeah, they're just going to push them away. Fisher has that angle, and Kenya now has to flash away. This Anivia has just done so much work into all these melee champions.
They play it patient, and it works. But now, GP flank coming in. This could be a comeback moment.
Well, he's going very deep for that. And... yeah, here comes Keen. Fisher takes a little bit of damage, gonna dodge the Q, and he gets the stun onto 2! The follow-up here, Duro, trying to land some of those charms on in there, but they just don't have the damage. They can't dive into this. As the rocket gonna hit into Keen, nearly going down on that one. Canyon looking for his angle, but he's gonna be exhausted as well. They do take out Gideon, and maybe a chance here, but with the Nexus turrets going down, little respawn here from Chovy, though. Maybe an angle. Not again, Noshim. Not again, please.
No!
Not like this.
No, Noshim!
They can't keep getting away with it. Don't let them spawn the Nexus turrets again. Death timers are coming in.
또 이 장면이야?
Look, they're going!
It's really? Is this possible?
Guys, what is going on?
Keen has Sonya's.
No.
Gideon is getting low. Not like this. Okay, they've taken out the Jax.
Killed him.
Canyon's holding the wave. Canyon.
They don't need a wave. There's no towers.
There are no towers for now. Ruler jetting pretty low as well, and maybe, I think they've done it. Chovy, though, on the back line, they get the Jinx for now, and the reset, it finally does come out.
Fisher's doing it!
They finally do it. Fisher's getting in there. And yeah, they get a couple of kills. I think finally we can say that Noshim can end the game, and they can take a win. They will just get this one for now.
It's gone so far. Guys, build Ziggs correctly and do the most damage. That's just an absolute fact. I just wanna lay out.
Yeah.
But wasn't enough. I think Keen, even though Keen had some good moments, like Keen Chovy diving bot, the flank as well, it's so hard to play into this Anivia. This Anivia pick was just flawless into the 4 melees. So, does have that sort of insane damage. Oh my lord.
There you go.
Yeah, this is a thing when you start to predict jungle picks this late and fearless, it just really comes down to what the jungler plays. Like, going for the bounce house combo, some of my concerns, this is a composition that kinda lacks damage. You have 2 carry threats, and something we've seen in the previous games, so I think a great example is game 2, is Fisher and Gyu kept dying, and even with the Ambessa, they didn't have enough damage to win the fights.
But it's fearless. It's a different situation, you know?
Yeah.
Going up against Varus Alistar.
There's context.
You know? Yeah. A lot of context here, but either way, we'll see if it works out, and if Atlas is happy at the end of the day. Let's jump into the Rift for game 4. I mean, lane swap, so...
Yeah, Keen definitely able to contribute more by being ranged half the time.
Kingan's just dashing in their general direction.
I'm like, I'll do it.
I have a shield.
You want. Given that he didn't manage to get the blue buff from the top side. So Canyon forced away here. And the thing with a Nocturne is your goal in every Nocturne game since the Champions release, which was a long time ago.
I mean, he...
goal in every Nocturne game since the beginning of time.
Diving into you, if it's like Jace and Nocturne, I'm going to hold that thought as we have a bit of a fight here. Pulled through the wall, but this is Keen with Grasp. Gets a very nice knockback, and that's going to save him here. Oh, the flash forward and knocks in Duro! Down he goes, first blood over to Gyu, just like that. Lahens He puts Duro right back in his seat, puts him in his place, tells him to sit down. Part of the reason why we don't see Rel do very well into this Alistar.
I was going to say, though, Ruler's level 6.
I mean, just dodge. Yeah.
It's that easy.
There you go, just dodge. It's easy. And now Jiwoo, he's like, oh, maybe I can keep this guy down? Nope.
Yeah, Ruler was a little unfortunate. I was thinking he was going for another one.
Yeah. Zach, I wanted to talk about it before. It's really good into these immobile carries. And this Victor really, really struggling. Finally gets an ability to press his flash, and he does. I'm not sure why he does, but at least he will get the follow-up flash out of Fisher. Meanwhile, we get a 1v1 here. Keen getting quite low, as maybe it was all just a bait for the Nocturne to come in.
Nice
but
flash,
Kasante's got flash. Can even be good for peeling against the Nocturne if he's in that position. He probably won't be. Speaking of which, Nocturne trying to go in, as there you go. The bouncy caster, you're peeling for your Orianna. It's not going to work out very well, and there you go. The stun comes in for the Victor, this time pulling the Zac in.
The arrows, the Halo arrows from Jiwoo didn't hit, but if it did, he would have just taken tower aggro, so probably for the best. But yeah, you can see Nongshim kind of threatening, but not wanting to overcook, unless...
just going in. Here's the bounce castle once again. Stretching strikes. Utilized, but the follow-up is very slow, but there's the Chains of Corruption, and there you go.
Okay.
I was on the Duro.
I saw Ruler coming in.
I mean, you're not able to really shoot through this front line, though. That's really for sure. I'm not sure how he's going to deal damage to the back line either. We have a TP coming in as Zac, very fed. The Paranoia is going to break up this fight as the Kasante has to tank up a bunch, but I love the angle here on a Ruler. Gets into a really rough spot, but the engage from Duro is quite nice. But yeah, look, trying to hit the back line, they're not quite able to do so. And down will go Duro. You see that Lahens and Jiwoo quite low themselves, but Kingen and Gideon still alive and thriving. They stay alive for so long. Nobody can kill these tanks. They both get stunned somehow. Toby, he is going to flash away from the cube, but it's still going to give a shutdown over to Fisher. Was it really worth it in the end? As yes, he did get the kill, but here comes Nongshim on the chase, looking for more.
Oh, the Jin!
Yeah. What do you do as Jin into Zac?
He's run out of bullets!
You die!
He's fumbling them! If ever.
I mean, the Zac, it was just kind of unkillable, as now Rel ult's going to be used onto an ulting Alistar.
Yeah. Sante gonna love that one. Oh, ult comes in. There's a Giga Cone.
Yeah. And, I mean, they're going to go together. There's another Giga Cone. Could kind of get the angle.
Wait, he's in the tower! Oh my god! Oh my god, he got Giga Cone!
All right, end the game. We're done. Go
Oh
next.
my lord!
Go next. It's over.
You know what, Brendan? I finally found someone who hates Mega Blast Cones more than you. And it is Canyon right now.
Today.
Oh my god, that's such a tilter.
They've been in positions to win.
This is so funny, actually.
Ah, yes.
여기.
Here.
Boing?
살았어.
I got him.
안녕하세요.
I mean, this is a 2-item Blader King Rage Blade. Varus shredding this.
Yeah, I mean, they were never going to be able to approach this.
Composition that will die. My only concern is, can they even die?
Well, I guess we'll find out. It's a big Rel ultimate to come in, but the damage not quite there. Finally, beginning to land just a bit. Gideon goes into his passive for the first time, as it looks like, in fact, Genji will get a decent amount of value from these Otacon resets, as in goes King in, the knockback once again. Fantastic and crisp. Fisher, no! Don't do it. He is going to pull the Jin over once again, as they're doing negative damage to Kingen, as Kingen assassinating the Jin, trying to at least.
Never mind. I was thinking, like,
no, I don't think
at least you can poke, but they're just going to jump on you, so it doesn't work.
Jin value? Actually rooting him, and now the follow-up comes in. The cats here onto the Orianna will be huge. As long as they get it, looks like they will. They're just so out of position here. Genji, you gotta get in, but you can't.
Too late.
Not gonna happen. Lahens might have to pay for it, but no, he doesn't even seem like he will. They want to punish, and Lahens will give his life for it. But one Zac shot onto Zac is not enough, as Jiwoo trying to turn this one around. They keep Nongshim around, And now Genji trying to force them into a fight, but Duro gets bounced out. So a huge amount of damage comes out from the Mars. The Shockwave catches the back line. And now you've got Fisher and Gideon right on top of both of them. Genji just reeking of desperation here, trying to get over and punish. And they are the ones that get punished for this fight. And they're still chasing Chovy here. I mean, it's Mega Cone
Oh, the
Zach.
TP flank?
It's Mega Cone Zach. He didn't even need the TP. Yeah, I mean, Chovy doesn't do damage to him. King doesn't do damage to him. Ruler doesn't do damage to him. And it's not just him, it's Gideon too. And there you go. I'm not sure about that one. Nice Sonya's, I guess. And the follow-up, pretty big, although Noshim are going very deep for this one. And eventually, we talked about this, eventually you can kill them, although Duro is going to be traded out.
Oh my god, that's a big ult.
Yeah. You can see the health bars are very slowly beginning to fall. Okay, Kingen says we can win. We're still going. We're still sieging.
That one that threaded the needle on Jiwoo made me very nervous. He should not be tanking Jin ults, but it feels like Genji have to do so much work to kill just the Alistar.
It took
get him
forever.
It took so long. The wheelhouse in this one.
Yeah. Well, Genji are going to have to send it one way or another as the Baron was unleashed. Here comes Duro looking for that front line. Fisher should not be frontlining, but eventually he should be okay. Flashes away. And they're just trying to fight front to back now, catching Keen out, but the damage's not quite there. You know, Noshim tried to turn, but it's like they tripped over their own feet while it was happening.
The Baron's gonna go down, Elder's still in a minute.
Well, they're getting in there, but there's the knockup on a Chovy. Follow-up knockup, the bouncy house is beginning. In goes the Zac, and Chovy doesn't have flash anymore. Down will go Keen. I think this is just the nail in the coffin. Ruler.
Look at Jin!
He's fumbling the bullets. He's tripped over his own feet.
He's trying to reload. Look at the damage.
Oh no! He nearly maybe chipped away at the shield.
Wait, Canyon, don't die to the cracks. He has to defend the base. Recall Canyon, you can do it. Oh no!
He's dying.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! I don't think he wins this.
No, I don't think so.
He's got his little puppy to help him. His little no. The disrespect auto.
We're going to game 5, and I didn't think it was possible, but the one-hit curse is stronger than mine.
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes. At this point,
they have earned it. And Chovy on this Victor was trying his hardest, doing so much damage. But a lot of tanks in the team. You can do 39.7k damage. That's Gideon's health bar.
Yeah. As you get later and later on in the game, I mean, it gives you more engage, but I mean, we're really digging deep, you know? There's really not a lot left, so they are going to go for the Pantheon.
I feel like here for Kingen, you have a lot of scale on the Smolder, but like, honestly, you could pick like a big, you could pick a big tank.
By the way,
I don't think it's going to be Smolder top in this game.
He's played it before.
He has, but that was a long time ago.
Maybe not in this game.
You can pick like a tank like Sion or Cho. You could go like Olaf. I think GP is something that he's really good on.
Let's go multiple times. So, or maybe
that is significantly less interesting than anything else I was thinking of. Yeah, I mean, you can't just go, nah, it's going to be just in the side lane.
Right now, as we're hopping out of the rift for game number 5, Silver Scrapes right now.
But likely still what you'll go on a Nami. Zeri, lethal tempo, doesn't give you a range increase anymore, which is actually a pretty big deal for her.
Yeah, and to index into punishing.
Oh, Canyon could be in trouble, or is Gideon?
Who's locked in here with who? With the Yumi coming up, you think Canyon's good, but now Fisher's got Prio from mid. Big wave coming in. Now Canyon, who's got the Yumi on his back, trying to get out of this one. As Meganar maybe gonna come in here. That's the flash from Canyon, but the bubble has to be dodged, and the Atu as well.
Oh, they got the Yumi!
And the twisted advance as well. Duro, he can't reattach. It's a double kill for Smolder.
You started this series 2-0. It was a scrappy one, but you were 2-0 up. You're now a game away from being reversed.
The flap on in. Fisher with another kill, and he's even gonna get away from Canyon. But yeah, I mean,
the confidence to go for this, the E damage stacking up, and the damage from the hens as well. Like just Lucian Nami, even with it being changed, it still spikes in the mid game.
All right, going for the culling here, coming out. Duro just gonna block most of it.
Yeah,
well, still spike as he is, he still only has one item and basically no stacks.
I don't think you contest this. It's fine to let it go.
Well, they're just going to try to disengage, actually. Just throw out the
Yeah, you're not able to 1v1 because you just have to interact. King getting good damage on a Keen.
Yeah, I mean, Boomerang comes in. It's getting pretty close.
Oh, close, actually.
Try not to make mistakes. Limit mistakes.
Oh, they're looking
better
for
way. There you go. Trying to get on top of Ziwu, and in fact they will, as Nami, Lehens just kind of leaves him. He's like, okay, yeah, I can't do anything about that. And now Lehens might be in a bit of trouble himself, as the Zerial comes out, and Lehens throws in the tidal wave. Not really going to do much with the slow coming in, and they give the kill over to Ruler. As meanwhile, down on the bottom side, Kingen will pick up a free kill onto Orin with the help of Gideon.
Looks like it may end up being a big 5v5. Lehens in trouble.
Yeah, Lehens in a lot of trouble here. Tidal Wave comes out, as does the Nature's Grasp as Gideon. Just going to lock down Canyon for about 8 years. The Culling also going to lock him down, and the Pantheon just gets caught out. And, I mean, they have so many tools to peel, and Gen G didn't even fully commit as well, so just kind of have Canyon get rolled there.
Yeah, not wanting to overstep, though. Just playing it a little safe. Ruler still has ultimate. I think that's the big thing that kind of warded them away. Chovy wasn't there for the fight initially.
Very well for himself is Fisher.
Got the rapid fire as well. I think once Gio gets his, that's really where the poke starts to become a bit obnoxious.
Wants to call it down here. There's the Ornn ults. And the Nature's Grasp as well for the turn. And yeah, Gen G, they just can't really get in. There's the bubble on the Chovy, but he's got an arm guard and beats Gideon in. Oh, the ult and sweep Chovy! Just turns the fight around just like that. And now you've got Ruler in his ult. He's looking for more. He wants one. He gets two. And in goes Pantheon just for a little showcase at the end. Takes a picture.
But it's Nami who gets the kill as well.
나 살짝 물렸어. 나 조냐 있어.
I kind of got caught.
야 이거.
I have flash.
와.
Go for it. Go for it.
Oh man, it was so good.
You can see his first reaction is like, oh, I kind of got...
So Kingen needs to outvalue the Zeri really in these fights, and it's a hard thing.
How's Canyon going to get in here? He needs to ult over the top, although they use everything on the Canyon, and now Lehens out of position. And now they kind of have to desperately take down this Otacon and somehow get away. The ult is going to hit only Kingen, and yeah, they get the Otacon, but now Gen Z are looking to farm them down. Canyon will hit the dust here, as now Jiu and Kingen just being kited out, but it's free gold going over to Gen G. As, yeah, you got the objective, but you lost all your withdrawals. Trying to hit level 14. Nature's Grasp here.
Oh, they're low.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of poke that is coming in. Mom from the sky as well. Just going to push them off the turret. The TP comes in, not sure about that.
Gideon's smite's been good this series.
They're just flipping Baron, and it's going to go the way of Gen G. Here comes the Ornhorn right down the bowling alley there, as the Maokai not looking too tanky at this point, but the burn damage is coming in onto Keen. Noshim thinking about taking a bit more. They've already done a bit of damage. Here comes the tidal wave. And it's going to do absolutely nothing. But here comes Fisher and Jiwoo. They look to turn, though, Gen G right onto Jiwoo, who's just left alone. The culling, though, keeps him alive for a very long time, but Kingen goes in after the fact. It's just a little bit too little too late. And Fisher never able to find the angle. They have the exhaust for him as well, just to add insult to injury. It's another kill for the Zeri, 8,000 damage and a triple kill for Ruler.
Man, the dream starting to waver a little bit.
Yeah. I know.
Down these carries.
Yeah.
And Jiwoo can't dash up the poke. You'll just die.
It's very true. It does feel like a little bit of Zeri taking over the game at this point in time. 7 kills. You got the Azir as well. The first pick on blue side for Gen G. And they just stuck through it. They're like, okay, Smolder gets 4 kills. Cool story. We'll just wait it out. And we'll just push here in the late game. 30 minutes into this one. And Ruler's out of control. They've got a Yuumi for him as well. And they're just pushing here. They don't even have Baron buff anymore. But there's not really much that Nongsim can do about this. Gideon just pushing the side, or not Gideon, Kingen pushing the side lane. And at least gets an inner, you know, we talked a lot about the Jhin game, but now right here where it matters most in game 5, it's like, oh, just couldn't do enough, and Fisher is just desperate. He just wants to land 1 Q.
Oh, he doesn't see the TP.
Instead, he's just, I mean, it's just getting flanked here as in goes Chovy, gets 2-shot, lands 1 Q and a bomb, and that's about it. Kingen also fed, but not fed enough. The flash away, and that is the kill onto him. As meanwhile, in the base, it is just absolute massacre. As Gen G, they finally do it. Duro has his head in his hands as Gen G are winning game 5. That is the vibe right now, guys. As Gen G barely limp across the line. They take a dominant game 5 at least. to feel better about their situation. Forget about them when it comes to the regular season. But very excited to see what Nongshim has in the tank for the rest of this one. Ruler, highest damage. Chovy does go second place across the game. Obviously a phenomenal game on the Azir, even though he also got dove by Smolder at level 5. Just doesn't matter at the end of it all. And it was first pick Azir for a reason. This is the pick that he carried against T1 in a best of 5 in 5 games, right?